हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हैं आप सब। आई होप यू विल बी फाइन एंड हेल्दी एंड कीप्स रिवाइजिंग योरसेल्व्स। फ्रेंड्स, सिलेक्शन पाने का बस एक ही मूल मंत्र है। ये 3 बातें हमेशा याद रखिए। पहला, सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस। आप अपने ऊपर विश्वास रखिए कि यदि मैं मेहनत से लगातार तैयारी करूंगा तो मेरा सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा, ये पक्का है। दूसरा, रिग्रेस रिवीजन लगातार करेंगे। नया नहीं पढ़ेंगे तो एक बार के लिए चल जाएगा, बट पहले रिवीजन करेंगे फिर नया पढ़ेंगे। तीसरा, कंटिन्यूअसली क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस। क्वेश्चन की प्रैक्टिस लगातार करना है। क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस से याद हुई चीजें कभी भूलती नहीं है। यही कड़वा सच है, बाकी सब मोहमाया है दोस्तों। और हमारे वीडियोज में रिवीजन और क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस दोनों साथ साथ हो जाती है। आई होप आवर वीडियोज आर ऑलवेज हेल्प्स and makes easier your preparation and reduce your efforts. So इस सेशन को अटेम्प्ट कीजिए और कमेंट बॉक्स में बताइए कि कितने क्वेश्चंस आपके सही हुए। और पीडीएफ पाने के लिए हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन कीजिए, जिसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिया गया है। अगर हमारी वीडियो आपको 1% भी यूजफुल लगी हो तो वीडियो को लाइक और शेयर कीजिए और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। लेट्स स्टार्ट नाउ। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, विच सेंटेंस इज ट्रू फॉर ब्रायोफाइट्स? ए, दे आर ऑटोट्रॉफिक। बी, वैस्कुलर टिश्यूज आर एब्सेंट। सी, फर्टिलाइजेशन टेक प्लेस इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ वाटर। डी, ऑल ऑफ द थ्री। Correct answer is option D, all of the three. Next, in which plant gametophytic phase is main and sporophytic phase is subsidiary? A, bryophytes. B, pteridophytes. C, gymnosperms. D, angiosperms. Correct answer is option A, bryophytes. Next, the first land plant on earth was A, bryophytes. B, pteridophytes. C, gymnosperms. D, angiosperms. Correct answer is option B, pteridophytes. Next, the tallest living tree in the world is A, Jamia species. B, Eucalyptus species. C, Wolffia species. D, Sequoia species. Correct answer is option D, Sequoia species. Next, xerophytic characters are present in A, bryophytes. B, pteridophytes. C, gymnosperms. D, angiosperms. Correct answer is option C, gymnosperms. Next, pre-fertilized endosperm is characteristic of A, pteridophyte. B, angiosperms. C, gymnosperms. D, bryophytes. Correct answer is option C, gymnosperms. Next, if the seed are formed from the megasporophyll and not enclosed in a fruit, the plant belongs to A, pteridophyte. B, bryophytes. C, angiosperms. D, gymnosperms. Correct answer is option D, gymnosperm. Next, embryo is not formed in A, bryophytes. B, algae. C, gymnosperm. D, pteridophytes. Correct answer is option B, algae. Next, assertion, lichen shows symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi. Reason, algae absorb water and mineral nutrients from environment and provide to fungi. Options, A, both A and R true and R is the correct explanation of A. B, both A and R true but R is not correct explanation A. C, A is true but R is false. D, A is false and R is true. Correct answer is option C, A is true but R is false. Next, bryophytes are thalloid-like structures and don't have two roots, stem and leaves. A, true. B, false. Correct answer is option A, true. Next, bryophytes are erect with hair-like structures called as A, rhizoids. B, stipe. C, seta. D, foot. Correct answer is option A, rhizoids. Next, the female sex organs in bryophytes are called as A, antheridium. B, archegonium. C, basiogonium. D, thalogonium. Correct answer is option B, archegonium. Next, which among the following is not an asexual mode in bryophytes? A, budding. B, fragmentation. C, jammy. D, sporophyte formation. Correct answer is option D, sporophyte formation. Next, sphagnum belongs to A, leafy liverworts. B, mosses. C, thallose liverworts. D, thallophytes. Correct answer is option D, thallophytes. Next, which among the following are incorrect about volvox? A, volvox grow in colonies. B, the structure that connects them are called cytoplasmic bridges. C, daughter colonies of volvox grow inside the parent colony. D, they are immobile due to absence of flagellum. Correct answer is option D, they are immobile due to absence of flagellum. Next, Giladium and Gracilaria is used in the formation of A, agar-agar. B, vinegar. C, yogurt. D, beer. Correct answer is option A, agar-agar. Next, the color in Phaeophyceae depends on the amount of xanthophyll and fucoxanthin. A, true. B, false. Correct answer is option A, true. Next, a leaf-like photosynthetic organ in Phaeophyceae is called as A, frond. B, stipe. C, holdfast. D, algin. Correct answer is option A, frond. Next, rhodophyceae is also called as red algae because of the presence of a pigment called R-phycoerythrin. A, true. B, false. Correct answer is option A, true. Next, sporophyte bears spore in A. capsule, B. seta, C. foot, D. strand. Correct answer is option A. capsule. Next, which is the dominant phase in life cycle of liverworts? A. diploid sporophyte, B. diploid zygote, C. haploid gametophyte, D. diploid spores. Correct answer is option C. haploid gametophyte. Next, diploidic sporophyte is the predominant phase in the life cycle of mosses. A. true, B. false. Correct answer is option B. false. Next, Floridian starch is found in A. rhodophyceae, B. chlorophyceae, C. phaeophyceae, D. cyanophyceae. Correct answer is option A. rhodophyceae. Next, in chlorophyceae, sexual reproduction occurs by A. isogamy, anisogamy and oogamy, B. oogamy only, C. anisogamy and oogamy, D. isogamy and anisogamy. Correct answer is option B. oogamy only. Next, in gymnosperms, the ovule is naked because A. ovary wall is absent, B. perianth is absent, C. integuments are absent, D. nucellus is absent. Correct answer is option A. ovary wall is absent. Next, in pinus या gymnosperms, the haploid structures are A. megaspore, endosperm and embryo, B. megaspore, pollen grain and endosperm, C. megaspore, integument and root, D. pollen grain, leaf and root. Correct answer is option B. megaspore, pollen grain and endosperm. Next, the plant group that produces spores and embryo but lacks vascular tissues and seeds is A. Terophyta, B. Rhodophyta, C. Bryophyta, D. Phaeophyta. Correct answer is option C. Bryophyta. Next, pedophytes differ from mosses या bryophytes in possessing A. well-developed vascular system, B. independent gametophyte, C. archegonial structure, D. flagellate spermatozoids. Correct answer is option A. well-developed vascular system. Next, people recovering from lung illness are often advised to include the alga spirulina in their diet because it A. is rich in proteins, B. has antibiotic properties, C. restores the intestinal microflora, D. makes the food easy to digest. Correct answer is option A. is rich in proteins. Next, algae have cell wall made up of A. cellulose, galactans and mannans, B. hemicellulose, pectins and proteins, C. pectins, cellulose and proteins, D. cellulose, hemicellulose and pectins. Correct answer is option B. hemicellulose, pectins and proteins. Next, pyronoids are the centers for formation of A. porphyra, B. enzymes, C. fat, D. starch. Correct answer is option D. starch. Next, which of the following cannot fix nitrogen? A. nostoc, B. azotobacter, C. spirogyra, D. enabina. Correct answer is option C. spirogyra. Next, which one of the following is a living fossil? A. pinus, B. apuncia, C. ginkgo, D. thuja. Correct answer is option C. ginkgo. Next, the basis of classification under the natural system of classification was A. phytochemistry, B. anatomy, C. structural embryology, D. all of the above. Correct answer is option D. all of the above. Next, what is discussed under phylogenetic system of classification? A. evolutionary relationship of organism, B. cytotaxonomy, C. cytological information, D. structural embryology. Correct answer is option A. evolutionary relationship of organism. Next, select the incorrect pair. A. numerical taxonomy, all observable characteristics, B. cytotaxonomy, cytological information, C. chemotaxonomy, chromosome number and structure, D. cladistic taxonomy, origin from a common ancestor. Correct answer is option C. chemotaxonomy, chromosome number and structure. Next, algae are A. chlorophyll bearing autotrophs, B. simple and thyroid, C. both A and B, D. heterotroph. Correct answer is option C. both A and B. Next, algae occur in on A. fresh and marine water, B. moist stones, C. moist soil and wood, D. all of these. Correct answer is option D. all of these. Next, in algae, asexual reproduction occurs by the production of different types of spores. The most common type of spore is zoospore. A. true, B. false. Correct answer is option A. true. Next, which one of the following statements is incorrect? A. algae increase the level of dissolved oxygen in the immediate environment. B. algin is obtained from red algae and charagen. from brown algae. C. Agar-agar is obtained from Gelidium and Gracilaria. D. Laminaria and Sargassum are used as food. Correct answer is option B. Algin is obtained from red algae and carrageen obtained from brown algae. Next, in which of the following chlorophyll A and B is present? A. Red algae. B. Yellow algae. C. Brown algae. D. Green algae. Correct answer is option D. Green algae. Next, parinoids are made up of A. Core of starch surrounded by sheath of protein. B. Core of protein surrounded by fatty sheath. C. Proteinaceous center and starchy sheath. D. Core of nucleic acid surrounded by protein sheath. Correct answer is option C. Proteinaceous center and starchy sheath. Next, the member of chlorophyll usually have a rigid cell wall made up of A. Cellulose outer layer and algin inner layer. B. Pectose inner layer and peptidoglycan outer layer. C. Cellulose inner layer and pectose outer layer. D. Chitin inner layer and pectose outer layer. Correct answer is option C. Cellulose inner layer and pectose outer layer. Next, Volvox, Chlamydomonas, Cara, Ulosrix are the example of A. Class Chlorophyceae green algae. B. Class Rhodophyceae red algae and chlorophyceae. C. Class Phaeophyceae brown algae. D. Class Cyanophyceae blue green algae. Correct answer is option A. Class Chlorophyceae green algae. Next, kelp branched form and Ectocarpus filamentous form belong to A. Green algae. B. Brown algae. C. Red algae. D. Blue green algae. Correct answer is option B. Brown algae. Next, holdfast, stipe and frond constitute the plant body in case of A. Rhodophyceae, B. Chlorophyceae, C. Phaeophyceae, D. All of these. Correct answer is option C. Phaeophyceae. Next, the pair that do not belong to class Phaeophyceae are A. Ectocarpus and Dictyota, B. Fucus and Dictyota, C. Laminaria and Sargassum, D. Polysyphonia and Gelidium. Correct answer is option D. Polysyphonia and Gelidium. Next, red algae resemble blue-green algae in the presence of A. Similar cell wall constituent, B. Phycobilins, C. Similar reserve food, D. Similar mode of reproduction. Correct answer is option B. Phycobilins. Next, the color of brown algae is due to A. Phycoerythrin, B. Phycocyanin, C. Fucoxanthin, D. Carotins. Correct answer is option C. Fucoxanthin. Next, all algae possess A. Chlorophyll B and carotins, B. Chlorophyll A and carotins, C. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C, D. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Correct answer is option B. Chlorophyll A and carotins. Next, flagellate cells are absent in A. Brown algae, B. Red algae, C. Green algae, D. Chlamydomonas. Correct answer is option B. Red algae. Next, sex organs are unicellular and non-jacketed in A. Algae, B. Bryophyta, C. Gymnosperms, D. Pteridophyta. Correct answer is option A. Algae. Next, in green algae meiosis occurs in A. Gametangia, B. Sporangia, C. Zoospore, D. Zygospore. Correct answer is option D. Zygospore. Next, which one is called amphibian of the plant kingdom? A. Polygonum, B. Casuarina, C. Wolffia, D. None of these. Correct answer is option A. Polygonum. Next, bryophytes are the oldest, most primitive plant type in terms of evolution. These include A. Liverworts and mosses, B. Lycopods and mosses, C. Lycopods and liverworts, D. Liverworts and volvox. Correct answer is option A. Liverworts and mosses. Next, the plant body in bryophytes is thallus-like, prostrate or erect and attached to substratum with the help of A. Unicellular or multicellular root, B. Unicellular or multicellular rhizoids, C. Multicellular roots, D. Unicellular roots. Correct answer is option B. Unicellular or multicellular rhizoids. Next, choose the incorrect option for bryophytes. A. Archegonium, flask-shaped female sex organ. B. Antheridium, unicellular female gametes. C. Anthrozoids, biflagellates male gamete. D. All of these. Correct answer is option B. Antheridium, unicellular female gametes. Next, mosses belong with lichen are of great ecological importance because A. They colonize barren rocks and decompose rock. B. Of their contribution to prevent soil erosion. C. Of their contribution in ecological succession. D. All of the above. Correct answer is option D. All of the above. Next, gemmy are asexual buds which originate from a small receptacle called gemma cups. These are found in A. Funaria, B. Merchantia, C. Fern, D. Sphagnum. Correct answer is option B. Merchantia. Next, Funaria and Merchantia differ from each other because Funaria possess A. Ventral canal cell, B. Foot, C. Calyptra, D. Protonema. Correct answer is option D. Protonema. Next, Protonema is A. Haploid and is found in mosses, B. Diploid and is found in liverworts, C. Diploid and is found in pteridophytes, D. Haploid and is found in pteridophytes. Correct answer is option A. Haploid and is found in mosses. Next, in Funaria, tertiary Protonema develops into leafy gametophyte. A. True, B. False. Correct answer is option B. False. Next, in mosses, vegetative reproduction takes place by A. Fragmentation and budding in the secondary Protonema, B. Gemmy and tubers formation, C. Protonema and endospore formation, D. None of these. Correct answer is option A. Fragmentation and budding in the secondary Protonema. Next, the sporophytes in pteridophytes consist of leaf-like appendages called A. Thalli, B. Sporophylls, C. Megaphylls, D. Sporangia. Correct answer is option B. Sporophylls. Next, heterospory is the production of heterosporous pteridophytes. The heterospores are A. Haploid and diploid alike spores, B. Large and small spores, C. Diploid and tetraploid alike spores, D. Sexual and asexual spores. Correct answer is option B. Large and small spores. Next, gymnosperms are characterized by A. Winged seeds, B. Naked seeds, C. Multiflagellate sperms, D. Seeds inside fruits. Correct answer is option B. Naked seeds. Next, the giant redwood tree Sequoia sempervirens is A. Angiosperm, B. Free fern, C. Pteridophyte, D. Gymnosperm. Correct answer is option D. Gymnosperm. Next, microsporangia in gymnosperms are produced A. On the middle portion of microsporophyll, B. On the upper side of microsporophyll, C. On the middle portion of megasporophyll, D. At the extreme tip of microsporophyll. Correct answer is option D. At the extreme tip of microsporophyll. Next, the cones wherein megasporophylls with ovules are called A. Male stabili, B. Female stabili, C. Archegonia, D. Microsporangia. Correct answer is option B. Female stabili. Next, in gymnosperms, the reduced gametophyte is called A. Endospore, B. Pollen grain, C. Ovule, D. Aplanospore. Correct answer is option B. Pollen grain. Next, in gymnosperms, the multicellular female gametophyte is retained within A. Microsporangium, B. Megasporangium, C. Male gametophyte, D. Archegonia. Correct answer is option B. Megasporangium. Next, Protonema stage is found in A. Green algae, B. liverworts, C. ferns, D. mosses. Correct answer is option D. mosses. Next, pyrenoids are present in A. brown algae, B. red algae, C. green algae, D. blue-green algae. Correct answer is option C. Green algae. Next, sporophyte of Rhexia is made of A. capsule only, B. foot, seta and capsule, C. seta and capsule, D. foot and capsule. Correct answer is option A. capsule only. Next, a fern differs from a bryophyte in having A. parasitic sporophyte, B. independent gametophyte, C. independent sporophyte, D. parasitic gametophyte. Correct answer is option C. independent sporophyte. Next, seedless vascular plants are A. mosses, B. liverworts, C. ferns, D. cycads. Correct answer is option C. ferns. Next, which of these algae is very rich in protein? A. Urothrix, B. oscillatoria, C. chlorella, D. spirogyra. Correct answer is option C. chlorella. Next, multicellular branched rhizoids and leafy gametophytes are found in A. all bryophytes, B. some bryophytes, C. some pteridophytes, D. all pteridophytes. Correct answer is option B. some bryophytes. Next, life cycle of Pinus is A. diplontic, B. haplontic, C. diplobiontic, D. diplohaplontic. Correct answer is option D. diplohaplontic. Next, bryophytes can be distinguished from algae because they A. are thylaid forms, B. contain chloroplast in their cells, C. do not have conducting tissue, D. possess archegonia with outer layer of sterile cells. Correct answer is option D. possess archegonia with outer layer of sterile cells. Next, a marine angiosperm is A. hydrilla, B. zoostera, C. vallisneria, D. ceratophilus. Correct answer is option D. zoostera. Next, the largest alga is A. sargassum, B. laminaria, C. macrocystis, D. fucus. Correct answer is option C. macrocystis. नेक्स्ट, पिक द मिसमैच्ड पेयर। ए साइकस डायोसियस, बी इक्विसेटम होमोस्पोरस, सी सैल्विनिया हेटेरोस्पोरस, डी पाइनस डायोसियस। करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन डी, पाइनस डायोसियस।